Welcome to my spoiler-filled review for Rogue One, a Star Wars story. And yes, I am talking spoilers in here. I just watched the movie again today, and if you haven't seen the movie yet, well, this review will contain spoilers, so don't watch it if you haven't seen the movie. But if you have seen the movie, then you should know what happened. But if for those who haven't, if you want to hear my thoughts without spoiling anything, you can go check out my non-spoiler video. So, alright, let's get into spoilers. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is that how this movie starts off. I love how this movie starts off without the classic opening crawl in Star Wars saga. It's awesome, and I think is great, and just the whole acting wise is pretty cool, and just the whole music is pretty, and that scene is pretty cool. I do love I just love the beginning of the movie with Mads Mikkelsen, Galen Erso, and Orson Krennic, played by Ben Mendelsohn, director of advanced weapons research for the Imperial military, comes to take him, forcibly work on Krennic's unfinished Death Star, and he doesn't want to, so his wife is killed, and their daughter Jen escapes and taken in safety by Saw Gerrera. So that's pretty cool. So I gotta say, 15 years later, in Prega, we see an adult Jen Erso, and it's pretty cool. And so we meet Cassian Andor is pretty cool. I liked him. He was another one of the characters I thought got pretty cool character development beside the gorgeous Felicity Jones, which I still think that she is great in this movie. She is a badass, and I don't waste her talent, unlike the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Because as much as I like that movie, you wasted her talent. But anyways, Diego Luna, I liked the acting. It was great, and it was pretty cool. Donnie Yen is Chirrut Imwe. He believes in the Force, but he's blind, and he's also a badass in here. And I think him, Diego Luna, Felicity Jones, and Ben Mendelsohn, and Alan Tudyk were the characters to get the proper development that they deserve, and I think they were pretty amazing. But Ben Mendelsohn was very intimidating as the main villain. Alan Tudyk is K2SO. He was very funny. I was afraid that he was going to be Misa Jar Jar Binks, and now get me to the point it's like, Misa will freaking kill you. But no, he was actually pretty good. Like I say, he reminded me of Anthony Daniels' C-3PO, which he does have a cameo appearance in here, as well as Mon Mothma and Jimmy Smith's as Bail Organa, and that was pretty awesome. I like that. Riz Ahmed as Body Rook, Johnny Wynn as Baze Malbus. I felt they were kind of not like developed a whole lot, but whatever. Forrest Whitaker, he's in here, but he gets cut off very early, and the part where I say in my non-spoiler review that a Star Wars question is put to rest, it is put to rest, because the question is, how is it so easy to blow up the Death Star? Well, it's pretty obvious. In Chris Stockman's review, he said that Mads Mikkelsen's character, he didn't want to help build Death Star. He was forced to do it, and so he, well, like, pow. And so he made this weapons. And I did like that. The action is still fine. I think that's still great. The music by Michael Giacchino is still fantastic. I still love the score by him. I love they put Star Wars themes in there. And it was pretty awesome. You also got a cameo by director and producer of Episode 8 respectively, Ryan Johnson and Ron Bergman, who has 2 Death Star technicians. You also got Guy Henry as Grand Moff Tarkin. He does the stand-in as the body double. Stephen Stanton does the voice of Tarkin, but CGI was used to replicate Peter Cushing's likenesses for the role. May he rest in peace. Also, you got Warwick Davis playing Wheaties Sarubi, and the Ingrid Dilla, she does Princess Leia's character, but Carrie Fisher's CGI likeness is also used there too. Now, I did say this movie does get a little bit slow because this movie went into reshoots, and I know reshoots could sometimes be a good thing or a bad thing. And so, the final, Gilroy would have just as much say at the editor, Tony Gilroy. He said that him and Gareth Edwards would have as much say in the final cut. And he was brought on to retool the ending of the film, which was not coming together as he hoped. And so, during the development of 2014 Godzilla, there were some. He was also commissioned to do extensive rewrites on the script, and he was present on set. So you could tell there were some things missing, or they were taken out, but it didn't detract. It did not detract from the movie. I do love the score by Michael Giacchino. It was great. I do love the visual effects. And I also loved the score, but Michael Jones' plot was place, and Michael Giacchino had only 4.5 weeks to compose the music for the film, beginning after Doctor Strange wrapped up. This movie feels like it's a World War II movie. It's very much like Saving Private Ryan, and I do love the ending of the movie. The ending of the movie is very sad. There are many upsetting moments in this movie that does get you very, and the way the movie is shot is pretty cool, and I think it was pretty awesome for him to do it. But unfortunately, I did have negatives. I still don't think this is better than The Force Awakens. People say it is better than Force Awakens, but it really is not, when I look at it, to be honest, because there are problems. I do love the scenes with Darth Vader and him force choking Ben Mendelsohn's character, saying this one awesome line. I'm not going to repeat it, but it's awesome. And I heard some people say that they complain it's not enough Darth Vader. I was expecting with him not to be in the movie that much. So yeah, whatever. So I was not expecting him to be in that much, and so, but then after last night, seeing an article saying that by CosmicBookNews.com saying why we need an R-rated Darth Vader movie. No, Darth Vader has had enough movies as it is. All right, he had 3 prequels, which all 3 of them I like, but Revenge of the Sith I love. The original trilogy, which I very much enjoy. I can say that this movie is better than the Star Wars prequels. As much as I liked them, this is what Episode 2 and Episode 1 should have been. This is what Episode 1, it should have been. You should have got you emotionally invested. But back to Darth Vader. people, you see, I've seen articles saying that they should make an R-rated Darth Vader movie, and gonna give you my thoughts on that. I don't think it's necessary to go that route, because I can't go along with an art, because Star Wars is a franchise that has always been known to be PG to PG-13 rated, and doing an R-rated movie will break the code of Star Wars, and it will ruin the what Star Wars saga stands for. So I can't go along with the R-rated Darth Vader movie. I can't. I'm sorry, but that's probably the biggest thing I have against them making the Darth Vader movie. But Felicity Jones' character, she was awesome. The action was still there. The last 30, the movie does drag in some parts in the first act and the second act. Second act I thought was fine. I thought the second act was fine. The last 30 minutes are what really got me though. And when the scene with Darth Vader, when he takes out his lightsaber, I was sitting there like, because I thought we would never see Darth Vader again, but we did. We got Darth Vader, and it was awesome. Again, another nitpick I have, I wish that there was a little bit more development with some of these other characters. I do wish that there was a little bit Darth Vader, but I can see why I say I don't need a whole lot of Darth Vader in this movie, because this is not his movie. The title is Rogue One. It's not called Darth Vader: A Star Wars Story. It's called Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. And putting Darth Vader in this movie more than 5 minutes would be a total understatement. I know he's an iconic villain, but I don't need to see him take on more than one Jedi and killing them with blood and guts. I don't need to see that. You keep Star Wars PG-13, Disney, which I'm happy that Disney are doing, because they don't do R-rated movies. They only do G, PG, or PG-13 rated movies, especially when it's a Marvel movie. But anyways, are my complaints still there? Yes. But this movie, this was a story that was worth telling, and seeing them explain how the Death Star can get blown up so easily. You think it's an easy job, but no, it's not an easy job. Them explaining that is pretty good, and just this movie was a very impressive film. I enjoyed it. It was a fun movie, and it was a great movie, but it's not the best movie ever since Empire Strikes Back. It's not better than The Force Awakens, I can tell you that much, because The Force Awakens is a much better movie. But for what this movie is, it is an enjoyable film, and it is one that's worth watching. I know some people who probably hate this movie. That's fine, but this movie is still fun. So yes, that was my complete spoiler review. Let me know what you think about Rogue One down below. Let's talk spoilers down here. Do you like it? Do you not like it? And if you like this video, you can go to my channel. And if you haven't joined the Nerd Pack or joined my own little group called YouTube Friends, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Rise.